Okay, so mental well-being. It's something we all navigate, right?
Hmm.
Directly or indirectly.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And wanting to support someone who's going through a tough time, maybe even figuring out how to better support ourselves.
Yeah.
Well, it can feel complicated.
It really can.
You might be wondering, how do I actually make a difference? What are the practical things I can do?
Hmm.
Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. We've looked at some really helpful resources focusing on practical tools, fresh perspectives on how to effectively support these mental health journeys.
Exactly. Think of this as like a focused look. We want to get to the core elements of providing support that actually means something.
Okay.
So we're talking fostering emotional understanding, navigating the resources out there, and importantly, building environments where healing can, really take root.
Right.
Our goal here really is to boil this down, get to those actionable insights you can actually use.
Okay, so our mission for you today is pretty straightforward.
Oh.
Cut through the noise, pull out the most useful, applicable stuff on fostering healing, resilience, hope.
Without getting overwhelmed.
Exactly, without feeling bogged down. Okay, let's jump in. Why?
Yeah.
Why is offering support just so fundamental when someone's facing mental health challenges?
Well, what's really striking when you look at the research, especially in resources focused on this, is the bedrock impact that consistent support has.
Bedrock impact. Okay.
Yeah, it goes way beyond just being a good friend. There are really tangible, positive outcomes.
Like what? What are we talking about?
Well, okay, at its core, it cultivates trust and a deep sense of safety.
Right.
When someone feels genuinely supported, like really heard, they're far more likely to feel secure enough to be truly open, to share what they're actually going through.
Which is huge.
It is huge. And it's crucial because it directly counters the stigma, the shame, that unfortunately still hangs around mental health discussions.
Yeah, that stigma can be such a massive hurdle.
Totally. It stops people even acknowledging struggles, let alone seeking help.
So this support helps break that down.
Precisely. When that fear of judgment starts to lessen, it naturally encourages people to reach out sooner. Early intervention is just so critical.
Makes sense.
And our sources also really highlight the role support plays in sticking with treatment. Knowing someone believes in you, is in your corner, that can make a real difference in whether someone keeps up with therapy or adheres to a medication plan, for instance.
It's like having a teammate, isn't it? Someone pushing you forward when it gets tough.
Exactly that. And if you zoom out, look at the bigger picture, this kind of consistent support, it's vital for recovery, yes, but also for maintaining long-term well-being.
So it's not just about the crisis moment.
No, not at all. It's about sustained health. Plus, and this is so important for, society, it strengthens our relationships. It builds more connected communities. When we actually prioritize and support each other's mental health, we create a much more resilient, more understanding society overall.
So it's about building this foundation.
Yeah.
Safety, encouragement, being proactive. Okay, but then how do we even know? How do we recognize when someone might be struggling? It's not always obvious, is it?
No, that's a really, really important point. Mental health struggles can often be invisible as our resources stress.
Right.
One of the guides we looked at, the Guide for Loved Ones, offers some really practical indicators, things we can learn to be more aware of.
Okay, what are some of those key things? What should we be paying attention to?
Well, the guide points to several common shifts. One is noticeable changes in mood.
Like
Persistent sadness, maybe withdrawing more from social stuff, or being unusually irritable, stuff that seems out of character. Another big one is losing interest in activities they usually enjoy, pulling back from hobbies, passions, things that normally bring them pleasure.
That can be really subtle, can't it? Someone just seems a bit flatter, less engaged.
Exactly. Just a bit off. Then there can be changes in their behavior, maybe trouble concentrating, big shifts in sleep patterns.
Sleeping way more or hardly at all.
Yeah, either extreme or noticeable changes in eating habits, loss of appetite, or maybe overeating.
Okay.
And interestingly, the guide also mentions physical symptoms, things without a clear medical cause.
Physical, like what?
Frequent headaches, maybe persistent fatigue that doesn't go away with rest, general aches and pains.
Yeah.
Sometimes these can be linked to what's going on mentally.
Wow, okay, so it's not just emotional and behavioral cues, physical stuff too.
That's right. And finally, and this is a really important one, pay attention if someone starts expressing feelings of hopelessness.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, or worthlessness, or this belief that things will just never get better.
That sounds serious.
It is, but the key thing to remember with all these signs is they aren't always going to be loud or dramatic.
Right, subtle.
Exactly, which is why cultivating attentiveness, just noticing those subtle shifts in behavior and demeanor without jumping to conclusions or judging, that's vital.
Attentiveness without judgment. I like that. That's a really powerful principle. Okay, so say we're noticing some potential signs. What do we do? What are the actual steps? Let's get practical.
Okay, let's do it. The resources we looked at really zero in on a few fundamental approaches. And the first one, maybe the most critical, listen without judgment.
Listen without judgment. Okay. Sounds simple, but maybe harder in practice. What does that really look like?
Well, at its heart, it means creating a genuinely safe space, a non-reactive space, where someone can express themselves honestly, fully.
Yeah, non-reactive.
Yeah. It means actively choosing to hear them without immediately jumping in with fixes or advice they didn't ask for, or worse, criticism or dismissing their feelings.
That's hard sometimes. We want to fix things.
We do. But the guide specifically points out, avoid interrupting. Let them get their thoughts out fully. Don't make them feel rushed or cut off.
Right, because interrupting, even if you mean well, it kind of sends a message, doesn't it? Like, their thoughts aren't important enough to be fully heard.
Exactly. And the words we use matter so much here.
Okay.
The guide gives some great concrete examples of validating phrases. Simple things like, that sounds really tough. Or just, I hear you. That can be incredibly powerful. It makes someone feel seen, understood.
Yeah.
Even acknowledging their feelings with something like, it makes sense that you'd feel that way. That validation can have a huge impact.
Those are great examples. It's about reflecting their experience back, acknowledging the emotion, not trying to fix it or downplay it.
Exactly that. And, crucially, respect their pace.
Yeah.
If they aren't ready to talk, don't push. Just let them know you're there. If they feel ready. No pressure. That itself is a huge act of support. It shows their comfort comes first.
Okay, that's really helpful. So tip 1, listen without judgment, create that safe space. What's next? What's tip 2?
The second key tip is educate yourself. Proactively learn about mental health.
Do your homework.
Pretty much. Our resources really emphasize this. Gaining a better understanding of what someone might be going through, it leads to much more informed and ultimately more effective support.
That makes complete sense. If you understand a bit about anxiety or depression, say, you're less likely to say something unintentionally dismissive.
Exactly. And you're more likely to grasp the reality of what they're experiencing.
So how do we do that? Educate ourselves.
Well, the guide suggests actively seeking out reliable info, reading reputable books, articles, maybe watching informative documentaries about different conditions.
Okay.
This gives you deeper insight. And also getting familiar with common treatments, different kinds of therapy, the role of medication, that can be really valuable too.
How so?
It just allows you to have more informed conversations and maybe feel more comfortable encouraging them to seek professional help when it seems needed.
And I guess that understanding also helps you recognize those warning signs we talked about earlier, if things seem to be getting worse.
Exactly right. You're better equipped for potentially noticing things earlier. Being informed empowers you to be more attuned, more empathetic, and more helpful overall.
Okay, makes sense. So listen without judgment, educate ourselves. What's tip number 3?
The third vital tip is to actively encourage professional help.
Okay.
Look, the support we offer as friends, family, it's incredibly important. But the guidance of trained mental health professionals, therapists, counselors, doctors, that's often essential for navigating these challenges effectively.
Yeah, but I think for a lot of people, there's still that reluctance, maybe even stigma around getting professional help.
Yeah.
How do we handle that?
That's a great point. And it's where normalizing it comes in, framing it as a positive, proactive choice for well-being.
Right, like going to the doctor for a physical checkup.
Exactly. Not something to be ashamed of or only for an absolute crisis. The guide rightly points out, professional help can benefit anyone going through tough times, not just extreme situations.
Okay, so how do we encourage it practically?
Offer concrete help. Maybe help them research local therapists or doctors, help schedule appointments, perhaps, or even offer to go with them to the first session, if that feels supportive and might ease some anxiety.
That offer of practical help could be huge, couldn't it? Especially if someone's feeling overwhelmed just thinking about taking that first step.
Absolutely. And if medication does become part of their plan, offer your ongoing support for adherence. Encourage open communication with their doctor about concerns, side effects.
Be a partner in their care journey.
Exactly. A supportive partner.
Okay, encouraging professional help, Normalizing it, offering
Right.
practical assistance. Got
Yeah.
it. What's the fourth practical tip?
The fourth tip moves a bit beyond just the emotional support. It focuses on the power of practical assistance.
Okay, practical help.
Yeah. Our resources highlight that sometimes when someone's struggling mentally, just the everyday tasks,
Huh.
they can feel incredibly overwhelming, really hard to manage.
Oh, I can imagine. Even
Yeah.
simple things feeling like mountains to climb.
Exactly. So proactively offering help with those daily tasks, maybe household chores, making a meal, running errands, that can make a surprisingly big positive difference.
Hmm.
Also, the guide suggests gently helping them establish or maintain a simple, healthy daily routine.
Routine. Like what?
Like regular nutritious meals, maybe encouraging some form of gentle physical activity, ensuring they try to get enough sleep. These basic things provide stability, structure, when things feel chaotic.
Because those basic healthy habits really do underpin our mental well-being, don't they?
They absolutely do. And beyond those basics, maybe encourage activities known to promote well-being, like going for a walk outside, maybe trying some simple relaxation, like deep breathing, or just spending time somewhere calm.
Nature or quiet spaces.
Yeah. These seemingly small actions can add up. They can have a real positive effect on mood and overall well-being.
Okay, so offering tangible help with life's practicalities and gently encouraging those healthy routines for stability. Makes sense. What's the final key tip? Number 5.
The fifth tip, and this one is absolutely vital: prioritize and take care of your own well-being.
The caregiver burnout issue.
Exactly. The resources strongly emphasize this. Supporting someone through a tough mental health journey, it can be emotionally draining, physically draining too. You simply cannot effectively, sustainably support someone else if you're running on empty yourself.
That's such a crucial reminder. It's so easy to get completely focused on the person you care about and just forget about your own needs.
It really is. So setting healthy boundaries is essential. It's okay to say no sometimes. It's okay to take breaks when you need them.
Okay.
As the guide wisely puts it, you can't pour from an empty cup. Simple as that.
Right.
Make sure you are consciously making time for your own self-care. Whatever recharges you: exercise, time with friends, hobbies, just quiet time. And importantly, if you find yourself feeling overwhelmed by supporting someone else, reach out, lean on your own support network, or even consider seeking some professional guidance for yourself.
That makes so much sense. You need your own solid foundation to be able to effectively support others long term.
Exactly. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary for your own well-being and for your ability to keep offering that meaningful support.
Wow. Okay. We've covered some really valuable ground with those 5 tips. Listen without judgment, educate yourself, encourage professional help, offer practical support, and take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Our resources also briefly mention something else important: community and connection.
Yes, that's right. One of the sources highlighted the value of support groups, community programs.
How do they help?
Well, they can be incredibly beneficial in reducing that feeling of isolation. They foster a real sense of connection with others who might be going through similar things.
Shared experience.
Exactly. So encouraging someone you're supporting to maybe explore those kinds of groups, that can be another really important way to broaden their support network. They can offer shared coping strategies and just that powerful feeling of, okay, I'm not alone in this.
It's like expanding their support circle beyond just immediate family and friends.
Precisely. It provides a space for shared understanding, mutual encouragement, and a sense of belonging.
Okay, so let's just quickly recap. We've talked about why support is so vital, how to maybe recognize when someone's struggling, and then we really dug into those 5 super practical tips. Listening without judgment,
Educating ourselves,
encouraging professional help,
offering practical support.
and, crucially, prioritizing our own self-care. It feels like a really solid, actionable overview.
It does. And what comes through again and again in the resources is that offering support for mental health, it's truly an act of kindness, yes, but also strength. Every effort, every gesture, no matter how small it seems, it really does have the potential to make a significant positive difference in someone's life.
Absolutely. And as the resources remind us, everyone's journey is unique.
Yeah.
Just your willingness to be present, to offer support, that can be such a powerful lifeline for someone navigating difficult times.
Which brings up a really important point, maybe for you, the listener, to think about. Considering all this, what are maybe 1 or 2 small, concrete steps you feel you could realistically take, maybe starting today, to be more supportive, either for someone you know, or perhaps for nurturing your own mental well-being? Think about those 5 tips we discussed. What resonates most? What feels like a manageable starting point for you?
That's a really powerful question to end on. It's not about needing all the answers or making grand gestures, is it?
Not at all.
It's about those thoughtful, intentional, practical steps. Well, thank you for taking this deep dive with us today.